Side lying setup. This is the basic side lying posture that you will be using for the next few exercises, and it's important to understand exactly how it works. This is a time when you need a mat, and if you don't have a mat, you definitely need a blanket or something that's got a straight edge so that you know where your hips, knees, ankles, shoulders are. So you have your mat out, and I want you to lie on your right side. So your right side is down, and your arm is stretched out above your head, and you can bend it at the elbow if you want to and just rest your head in your hand, or you can keep your arm straight. What we want is your shoulder joint, your hip joints, your knee joints, and your ankle joints to all be in a straight line, lined up along that right edge of your mat. This is how you're going to know if you've got that perfect Pilates alignment that we want. So check that all your joints are lined up. Now the next thing I want you to check is you want your ankles to be one stacked on the other. And that means you've got one touching the mat, and then you have the other one resting right on top of it. And the same for the knee joint. One is resting right on top of the other. It would be like if you were standing up against a wall with your legs pressed together. All of your joints would be in a line. Just transmit that to the floor, lying on your side. And your hip joints, once again, are one stacked right on top of the other. So you don't want the small of your back or to be sort of crooking forward, or you don't want one hip kind of leaning over or falling back. It needs to be stacked up. And the reason for this is it's difficult to keep this position, and it helps balance and strengthen all of your core muscles if you can maintain this position easily. So moving up the body, your waistline is going to be pulled in as if you could drive a little bit of a car underneath where your hip bone is and your thoracic, your rib cage is. So if you have a very small waist, you can maybe be able to do that. It's like put your fingers underneath and underneath that area just above that hip bone on the lower side next to the mat. Then moving up the body, your rib cage is lined up along that edge of the mat. Your shoulder joint is lined up along the edge of that mat. Your head is not forward or backward. Your head is lined up right along that arm, whether you have the arm stretched out straight or whether your head is resting in your hand. So that is the side lying setup. And to help you stay in this position, your left arm, that top arm, that hand will be resting on the floor in front of your heart, in front of your chest, just to keep that balance. That'll help you to stabilize your body while you're lying in this side lying position. So the next exercises that we're going to be doing are coming from this base foundation on your right side.